A lot of attention this Thursday. The social network is buying the messaging application WhatsApp. The stock and cash transaction is worth an eye-popping $19 billion. And the question is whether WhatsApp is worth it. Some analysts call the purchase a desperate move by Facebook. Others say it's a bold decision to go into one of the hottest areas in the tech sector. Let's take a closer look.
The world's largest social media is buying itself a facelift. Facebook hopes its purchase of WhatsApp will help it reach another billion users and boost its popularity among young crowds. The $19 billion price tag has raised eyebrows, but some say it's a good fit.
This is a very hot market at the moment. There have been many different of these chat apps popping up. There's WeChat in China, there's Line in Japan and other parts of Asia. But WhatsApp is by far the biggest of all of them, which is why Facebook has paid such a huge price.
WhatsApp enables people to send text, photos, and videos on their smartphones and charges users $1 a year. The application has 450 million monthly users, 70% of whom use it every day. The service is also adding 1 million new users each day. And when dividing the enterprise value by the number of users, WhatsApp customers look cheap at about $40, compared with a Facebook user or a Twitter user. The deal, however, is also raising fears that Facebook and other technology companies are starting to become overzealous in their pursuit of promising new products and services. Analysts say messaging apps are volatile and that WhatsApp could soon become overrated. They also wonder how Facebook will make money from WhatsApp. Its founders have so far been against ads and other gimmicks.
Now, here's another story that we're following for you. The president of Nigeria has suspended the country's central bank governor, Lamido Sanusi. He's been applauded internationally for taking on corruption and for running a tight ship when it comes to monetary policy. But Goodluck Jonathan accuses Sanusi Lamido of financial recklessness. The two are on collision course after Lamido Sanusi accused a state-owned oil company of misappropriating $20 billion. The president has appointed a deputy governor to take up his role, but the suspension brought uncertainty. Stock, bond and money trading was suspended in Nigeria for a while on Thursday. Speaking of the markets, let's take a look at the stock markets and how they are digesting a lot of data that we've been getting out this session. We saw a mixed picture in Europe at the close. We saw some weak-looking manufacturing data coming out of China, and that weighed on shares, particularly in export-dependent Germany. The German DAX was down around about 0.5%, whereas the two other main indices in Europe actually gained somewhat. In the United States this hour, the indices are trading higher. A report that shows the manufacturing activity in the US is accelerating this month is helping out shares, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average gaining 0.6%, leading the pack there. And if we take a look at some individual companies, shares in electric car maker Tesla, they're soaring over on Wall Street this session. It comes after the American firm delivered a strong fourth quarter report. Investors, they're also liking Tesla's prediction that it will sell 35,000 vehicles this year. That's a much higher figure than previously forecast. Also in the United States, Walmart shares, they're falling back this session. It comes after the world's biggest retailer reported a 21% drop in fourth quarter earnings to $4.4 billion. Weak U.S. sales during the holiday season and costs related to an international expansion weighed on the bottom line. And here in France earlier, shares in Europe's biggest airline, Air France-KLM, gained somewhat. It came even as the carrier reported a €1.8 billion loss for 2013. The airline blamed a technical tax write-down, but it does say that the underlying business is actually making money again and is improving further. That's the business for now. It's back to you, Melissa. I'll be back in right about an hour and a half or so.
Thank you very much indeed, Marcus Carlson. It is 6:50 here in Paris. We're going to have a look at the latest sports headlines. Dan Levy is here. Good evening, Dan. Hello. We begin